That's the end of this country.
Well, that's a lot. The government, all the ministers in the government, they lie. They don't put out also everything they say. They don't say the truth.
The people of Liberia, if you allow the opposition to win, you will suffer. The Liberians will suffer.
And the facts surrounding those issues, there is only one forum that provides the answer. Is Face the Issue on Kings FM. John Antonin April Godson William. Come on, the
Our government secure all finance of all road networks in the country, major road network, assigned on the president. We are a 10-year electricity financing, 10 years for the World Bank.
When Liberians are desperate for leadership to deliver, desperate to know the truth, and desperate to know the real issues confronting the country.
If you think they will see this election, you will not lie. Because if you do it, that's the end of this country.
Well, that's a lot. The government, all the ministers in the government, they lie. They don't put out also everything they say. They don't say the truth.
The people of Liberia, if you allow the opposition to win, you will suffer. The Liberians will suffer.
And the facts surrounding those issues, there is only one forum that provides the answer. Is Face the Issue on Kings FM. John Antonin April Godson William, commonly known as Teacher Live, from Monday to Friday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. for the most analytical and most stimulating conversation training for the day.
That's the funny thing about Unity Park. In a football game, if we were playing a tournament, they beat us today, and we drop out of the tournament. Our focus now is not the tournament again. Unity Party get their opponent, the Liberian people, they lead the Liberian people, then they come back to their team that they defeated. Everyone said that they put a crack away. You know, everybody can say so.
On Face the Issue, we speak out the fact in advocating for the right of Liberia. Face the Issue brings you logic, explain logic, and advance you to discuss with logic. It's Face the Issue. Comes on your airway from Monday to Friday at 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Kings FM 88.5. Don't miss it.
Liberians, I have received today news of the evictions and destructions of our party headquarters. Unfortunate and regrettable as this is. I wish to encourage all Liberians, especially our supporters and sympathizers, to stay calm, remain law-abiding, and respect due process in the interest of our democracy, the rule of law, and the peaceful coexistence among all Liberians, irrespective of party, social, ethnic, or tribal affiliations. Fellow Liberians, fellow partisans of the Coalition for Democratic Change, today we witness yet another testament of the Unity Party government gross disregard for the rule of law. Emboldened by impunity, they continue to abuse power, testing our nation's fragile peace and democracy. Their list of violations grows daily, from police brutality against ordinary citizens to outright disregard of court orders. We must, however, take the high road. In the interest of peaceful coexistence, I urge everyone to remain calm, law-abiding, and respectful of due process, despite this partisan political mischiefs from the Unity Party government. In the legal battle over the ownership of the CDC headquarters, our party has always followed the rule of law and openly stated its willingness to abide by the court final ruling, regardless of the outcome. Yet, before the battle was fully exhausted, the trigger-happy partisans leadership of the police force, with direct instruction from Waka himself, spurred into actions. This was not a lawful eviction. It was a failed mission to destroy and erase the CDC in an attempt to fulfill their very wish Waka has repeatedly expressed to his lieutenants. while executing this criminal act, amid the cheers of their partisans, they failed to notice the loud silence of the vast majority of ordinary Liberians. Our people are in disbelief at this administration. Reckless behavior in its quest to consolidate power. Posterity will punish them harshly, while the loss of our office building is a setback. I want to emphasize that it is only temporary. We shall overcome this sooner rather than later. Thanks to your unwavering commitment, determination, and resilience, fellow citizens, coalitions, well-wishers, and sympathizers. Fellow partisans, do not be despaired. While we amid these difficult times, our party has faced worse situations, even from the very same actors we see today, and we have emerged stronger. We shall prevail. The UP leadership under Bouaka are destroyed, but we are builders. A special national headquarters delivery committee is being established to immediately begin the construction work so that we can have a modern state-of-the-art new home in record time. We shall execute this while we embark on a national tour to inform our people. In my journey to heights I have achieved, I have seen such hiccups before. We shall never waver. Together we will build. We are survivors by history. We are blessed with a spirit that overcomes even the most tragedies and misfortune. Remember the unity, strength, and identity of our party and coalition are not formed in bricks and mortar. They live in the minds, hearts, and fighting spirit of our teaming supporters. Therefore, I call on every member of the party, our sympathizers, to mobilize and focus our energies on constructing our next premises. I must be clear, resist the temptation to take the law into your own hands. However disappointed we are by this outcome, I call on each of you to continue respecting the law and due process. Fellow partisans, well-wishers, and sympathizers, I am optimistic about the political future of our party. Together we will build a better homeland for our party. So help me God. God bless Liberia.
Bow, Papa. You bow, you collected $22 million again without PPCC involvement.
Honored at this recent investiture.
Oh, yeah.
DJ Onegi.
I wish to be something else, so we not vote for Latin and we here, oh. People dying in Kinja, horses money in single, parents crying for IFEs. I thought they say we were enjoy 100 years back and forth. Jaros life didn't go up. Ya West only betray the labor. Ya can't call over to finish cable. Listen, we get gold, we get diamond, we get iron, oh. We get all, we get timber, we get rubber, oh. They sell the money in the bank, now we are leaving, oh. After the 100 days, last quarter be the quarter, oh. But what on the tree, will go? Waka, oh. We die, oh. Waka, oh. What on the tree, will go? Waka, oh. We die, oh. Waka, oh. What on the tree, will go? Waka, oh. We die, oh. the first time in the country you will see army to run. We're not talking plenty ego, we're not fighting them we're going. And when we're talking say the team got to win to all wrong, you can just be looking at all that to say is sleeping among the men upon. Expressing my feelings on the song, the 22 minute roll. You tell me how far you go. Then I only one talking say we are coming the road. They been bossing from Ghana, the people send police for A, yellow machine from China, they come and say they know for A.
Yama, we're not feeling from here. Joseph Bogavin poor in Meso.
What they get it made them to SAP. What they get it made them to SAP.
What on the tree will go? Wakao, we die. Wakao, what on the tree will go? Wakao, we die.
Oh, we play the freedom of speech. Tell me why they sack people from MCC. Where the freedom of speech. When you thought you get the government like Saki.
We still trying to understand the government agenda. The rescue mission, part of fake impression. They get the job and lead the people without expectation. Like who's about to see the asking when the train will go. But how the train will go when the driver is old. We been sitting in the train, but the driver can wake up. Now all the funny thing they make all about give up. But who think on the budget?
Like they see me and I think of CPP document.
The house are selling like Dillon and Young Big property. But Uncle Prince and Jerry praying for Baga the rapping. The country fire on a hustle, we can understand it. See how the people crying.
We have seen a systematic erosion of democracy. Executive overreach and open disregard for our constitution. Lawlessness in the legislature, with the presidency turning a blind eye, even when the sacred hall of our democracy go up in flames. Security forces brutalizing peaceful citizens, while millions are being spent on so-called operations that offer no protection to ordinary Liberians. They said we were the problem. But now the Liberian people can see for themselves. The real problem is the unity party that is now in power. The time has come to speak the truth without fear. This government is failing and Liberia is paying the price. But seditions, let us not lose hope. Even the longest night must give way to daylight. Even the strongest storm must pass. We are still standing and we are still strong. We will not give up on Liberia. We will not give up on our people. And we will never give up on CDC. We are the party of the slums and the city. We are the voice of the voiceless. We are the protectors of the poor and the defender of their dreams. From New Cruton to Peaceville, from Buchanan to Bond Mines, from Sunny Quarter to Southtown, the CDC remains in the hearts of the people. This rally is a clear sign. We are reorganizing, we are preparing, we are coming back. I say to you, we are coming back. But in order to do that, we must build a strong, together we must fortify the one institution that can correct the failure of the Bouaka administration. And that institution is the Mighty Coalition for Democratic Change. This is why I call on all of you today, not just to believe, but to act. Not just to hope, but to build. Let us invest in the movement that has invested in you. Let us pay our due so that the party remain financially and politically prepared. Your dues are more than money. They are a seed of commitment, a pledge of loyalty, and a symbol of hope. I am so proud to launch this due payment campaign today because it means that you, the grassroots, you, the real owner of this party, are ready to step forward, take charge, and prepare for the future. As your political leader, I promise you this: we will not rest, we will not retreat, we will organize, mobilize, and energize until we reclaim the leadership of Liberia. But let us do it the CDC way, peacefully, lawfully, strategically, and respectfully. Because when our time comes and aid will come, believe me, we must be ready not just to win, but to govern better. We must correct the wrongs, improve the system, and restore the dignity of the Liberian people. So let us unite, let us rise, let us believe, and let us build. And to all our young people, I say, stay focused, stay clean, stay strong. To our women, you are the backbone of this movement. Keep rising. To our elders, your wisdom is still needed. Stay with us. And to our opponents, we see the failure and we are coming to face it. Again, as the great Nelson Mandela said in a quote, it always seems impossible until it is done. Unquote. The party is alive, strong and mighty. The revolution shall continue. A belief we will uphold to death. The future is not beyond us. The future is still ahead. And together we will get there. And so I want to close with this advice. Wait well. Liberia and Liberians will call on you again. And therefore, be prepared to win again and lead again. Remember, we are the common people. So let us all unite for the betterment of our country and our people.
And the government need to really invest. The people like you that get the type of structure. They come say even they could just be getting you $1 million for the budget year. Every year they give you $1 million. You impact a lot of.
If I'm president of this country, I should God show you His wonder. You're not believing. We told Joshua for what? You're not a footballer.
Yeah.
A football the very country. A football bring medicine in the head.
No.
Yeah, we told Ellen to because she's from Howard University.
Yeah.
What would the book do for you? No passion for development. Then we move Joshua, we put the meanest man in the whole world.
Yeah.
Me.
Connections there, you not get it.
You have no connection.
Yeah. Just say that all kind of things that just happen here. I'm sure no he, no tea.
When he was 12 years older Ellen. Ellen did not want him to become president. So Ellen did not introduce him to many leaders. Ellen was doing her thing on her own. She was traveling from country to country and kept a man in the garage for 12 years, according to Boyka himself.
Yes.
That means he was not empowered to meet any leader. When the African leader themselves need support from the West.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All African leaders need support from the West.
Yeah.
No African leader will help another African leader with money for development.
Yeah.
In the West.
Yeah.
He does not have that contact. The Senate got a trap for Boyka.
Okay.
Because when we have wrote, the Senate did a comprehensive report of their findings and attached the Supreme Court ruling and the amnesty law and everything And the position statement for those commissioners who decided from body to where and said the way forward is a Panama House discussion for peace. Then when Boyka come now, he is deceived by coming there, by the Dillon there, Nombi there, and he now where he's just thinking all kind of way Boyka, all kind of thing. He want to go after people. Then, you know, the CDC still control the lower house, the upper house.
Mm-hmm.
So they went talking away, some kind of thing they did, but I think they did a resolution that passed. Yeah, because of money crossing.
Yeah.
Then they sent it to the Senate.
Mm-hmm.
Then something happened. Wow. All that they almost signed to Yombi house. Then they brought it that Tuesday morning. They didn't tell me they had it for me. Oh. Then when I heard what was happening, it was remain 2 persons to sign. That was me, that was Bani, Jim Bani. Now when I went to Kun, I said, what is going on? You were here when we had sent paper, and you were here with our own leadership, and we sent the report with all documents, legal documents, to guide where. Then Boyka benefited from the 2010 decision by the Supreme Court to be involved in the election in 2011 because he was not to run with Ellen.
You're right.
He benefited.
You're right.
Then after serving our Barbara for 12 years now, he's now president now. We finished campaign for that kind of woman, then he wants to persecute us. He's not going to persecute us. So what is going on with Kun? Then Kun said, well, what I will do for you is to help you with lawyer. Your partner said, go look for lawyer. It was from Kun offered, my own son offered that I went and signed a resolution. I remember saying them, why y'all did this? You know what they told me?
No.
Resolution is not a law. So signing the resolution, I mean, we agree. Bring it now. When Boyka send a bill, they will not put all the law they put in now and back it.
Oh, okay. That was a smart move.
I said correct move. Yeah.
When we were there, the Boyka, we used to go to him, even fee Boyka because of his title. Make him comfortable because of a title. But you see what he's doing. You get a lot of gangsters around here and thinking that Liberia is afraid of gangsters. It's a lie.
But you should be concerned as well. Why it is true that you're in opposition, you should be concerned. You also have a responsibility to maintain the peace of the country. Though the burden has shifted on the government to maintain the peace.
I've always kept the peace of the Republic of Liberia.
Okay.
During Ellen time, I've kept the peace. During President Dota, I kept the peace. Amos Sawyer time, I kept the peace. Charles Taylor time, I kept the peace. I have never broken anything in this country. I work for peace in our country, and I'm on record. Even the United Nations know that I work for peace. So I'm not trying to break the peace. What I'm telling you that those people that say they came to rescue us, they are breaking the laws of the Republic, and it is wrong. If you can't see it, AB, it is wrong. It is wrong. Because in the government that I serve, training position was respected. Today, you can say that you're taking the person off because he associated with somebody. No, but you see, we are different. The respect I have for Ellen Johnson said.
So we are right here together on this very time, and we are grateful to the Almighty God that we are certainly getting there. And with God, all things are possible. And we are very grateful to the Almighty God for everything He continues to do for us and with us. And my name is Cyprian Godson. We am right here with you tonight on the program Face the Issues. On the program Face the Issues, we don't discuss personalities, no, but issues involving personalities. But when personalities do dare stay in front of those issues, we don't in any way hesitate, but rather we tear you apart. And normally and usually because of the pain that we attend tearing you apart, we just tell you sorry. That sorry carries no indication that we regret our actions. Never ever do we regret our actions. So we are grateful to the Almighty God for everything He's doing for us. And yesterday we understood that the President of the Republic of Liberia, His Excellency Ambassador Joseph Yuma Boakai, was able to scoop an award, a Grand Press Award, something that was also won by Paul Kagame sometimes back in 2004. So folks, but again, from the mid-days and a forum that was held, and we say congratulations to him. But you know, his own level of things, the way he does it, is too childish. You saw Joseph Boga lifting that thing as though it was something. I know somebody in the crowd told him say lift it, and you see a friend sitting back and seeing that this man is desperate for the honor in that form and faction, very much trembling like a kid on guarding kid. Look on the E-Mansion website and see your president standing with people in demoralizing and demeaning manner. He very short, like something very, very, very terrible. Very terrible. If you see your president, you would say, how you will be that day among your friend then? How you will be that day among your friend then? That's just who he is. But again, you can see it clearly from all indications, and from all indications, no matter what it is, you always see it clearly in that form and faction, and it's too bad for JMB. No, getting that and thinking. Then I was like asking some of the folks, and some of the folks within the Unity Party. I said today, because we've been craving on you and asking you that you should come back with something and come back with something, so nothing you could come back with. And whatever it is, they say we're forcing you again. But you see how that thing happened? They just smuggle you out of here and then just go there and say, we'll make sure that the people will recognize you some kind of way. That Brempo whole day they say you travel, you're not bringing anything. So at least you will bring one award home today. That's just what it indicates. And see Joseph Boakai celebrating it as though it is something, God, yeah. We are then on left awards, honors that get money behind it. Then they just get you that thing with nothing behind. Then you there sit it down, you there acting like that big thing, you now win here and there. God. What kind of Boakai man you get in this country that has no dignity, and values for himself? And people may not understand, right? Yeah, I wanted to show you Joseph Boakai. Okay, I'm gonna show you Joseph Boakai. Looking, the party for Joseph Boakai, because the way he running the country, he doesn't make the country. He doesn't make us to think that we are part of the country. Then when we want to recognize him, then you get vexed. Is this man making us to be part of this country? No. We say that you're president, so that you want to respect your president. Saying he only recognizes you people and respect you people that you're on a president now. You're taking. We say he's not our president, and we don't get respect for him because he's not our president. He doesn't count us as being people who are citizens of this country. Then you get vexed. Then you say we must respect him. We must acknowledge him. He doesn't acknowledge us, but we should acknowledge him. We should respect him. We should know that he's president. Well, he doesn't know us to be citizens. What kind of country is this that you want to call? So Boakai does not understand and doesn't acknowledge and recognize us as citizens. So, and you want for us to recognize him, this country. But anyway, I want to show you your president, yeah? You're the Unity Party people. I can show you your president. So that your president, you will see him. And a friend taking picture. Boakai in the photo. Boakai in the photo. JMB inside the photo picture. JMB inside the photo picture. What is that photo picture or something? I think they wasted it or they took us on again. Yeah, they can take out, they can delete something when people see it and whatever, because I don't want to too humiliating. I think they took it. No picture there. Where you saw here, it's all posted in there. A short say in the center, E.T. wants to go. Did people ever watch any movie they call E.T. wants to go home? Oh, yeah, it used to be during those days, when we were growing up in La Grande Baza County. Those were some of the movies that we used to be watching. E.T. wants to go home. Have you ever seen E.T. before? Oh, E.T. wants to go home. Something like that. Yeah, if you see that that movie, you really watch it, you will know exactly what it is. E.T. wants to go home. Yeah, E.T. wants to go home. I really thought, can we see the photo gallery of these people? He mentioned stuff. Yeah, I think we'll find it here. All right, E.T. wants to go home. Where is E.T. wants to go home? Mr. E.T. wants to go home. Have you people seen that before? Oh, I'm talking about a movie that maybe does not exist again. I don't know whether you people have seen it ever. Yeah, but the ET wants to go home. Yeah, it's something that. Which one is it? I think ET wants to go home. Stay here. No, it's not there again. Why did you when I see her? I can't. Okay, ET want to go home is here. I think. No, ET wants to go home. Now, yeah, they took down a picture. They were too fast. ET wants to go. No, ET wants to go home is here. Look at here. Look at here. I will let they say, oh, me. I can't go down there and go to the kind of thing that they may do here. So you can look at him. You can see your ET wants to go home. Now, yeah, ET. ET wants to go home here. So very good. ET wants to go home. Sitting down is little bit preferable. Standing is disgraceful, disastrous, and it's too humiliating for him. He goes to America, stand with small boy Macron, just a small picking in the center of his friends, because he's a kind of man who does not earn respect, even home and away, his postures and everything, the way he conducts himself, and people will know these things. And I just want to display it for you people to see, those of you out there, so that you see your president. And those of you who call him president, you see him. And for those of you who don't want to call him president, I can't hold you responsible for that. Any kind of way you want to do it, up to you. Yeah, the way he does it, that's it. You can just, if you want to call him president, you call him president. I can call him president. So that I can say His Excellency Ambassador Joseph Yumabo. And the other people would not even know what thing they want, and they can be saying, I should, you see, every day I should call you Ambassador. There's that. No, it's not my job. You'll do that thing. I just think you're here for nothing. Just stop that thing. You're not just understand. That's why it is. So, that picture here. Can I show the picture now? Yeah, I can show it now. Yeah, the picture is here. ET wants to go. Have people seen how ET wants to go? Yeah, Mr. ET wants to go here. ET wants to go home. You can see ET wants to go. I don't know what they used to call ET at that time. Look at here, your friend is standing. Look at here. Look at here, your friends. They are standing. Like Mr. ETL. ET wants to go home. Like ET wants to go home here. Let me see the other photo of ET. Now here ET is really exposed. ET is the shortest among all these people standing right here. Even the smallest speaking right here, the Malay speaking right here. Yeah, he is standing right here. Small ball. The ball beating up big time. Very small, short dwarf. He's suffering from dwarf. You can say I want to describe him. Like the cousin they can be doing that here. When I see them very short. So if you are huge, tall, I tell you, say what kind of name? Long, tall, huge. Yo, come on, look at problem. Okay, he's short. You're a dwarf. That is what it is. They say you tall, you're a giraffe. You are huge, you're a hello, friend. They said that Baba thought that they used to be talking about you like that, right? Yeah. Then they said, and then is your president in the years old. But let's say congratulations to him for winning a LA award, yeah? Yeah. He got a LA thing, and then the people told him, say, you can't get an award in your hand, can't stand among us here. Put it in down. Then he had an award again, and look at how he put it up, just a small picking. Now, that part there, I wanted to show you that you didn't get. I wanted you to see the part there. The other part here where you were showing the award, just a small picking. Where is it? Where's the place they gave our party here? Yeah, like here. I didn't want. He put on a very low. Real ET wants to go home for true. You see your problem, you want recognition from person like us. All the people that call it Joseph Boakai president, you're not satisfied, but you want it from people like us, because when people like us call Joseph Boakai president, that means he's president. That thing you want from us, right? So that people like us will recognize him, that our recognition you're craving for. So now everybody, okay, you're going to call, yeah, and then you crave for, no. People like us, our recognition of him, it matters to you people. And because we are not giving him it, that we're making you vex. And we're not giving it to him because nothing you can do for us to give it to him. And we are not giving it not because we're not just letting you know. It's by conduct. It's earned. People like us don't just give respect to people like that. No. It's earned. It's earned. People like us, yeah, it got to be earned. Then we'll give it to you. Look at here. Among your friend now. Look at a friend in the back barrel and from looking at him. Look at him standing here, lady. You know the other hand is short, the hand not correct. The other hand on the other side of the watch can be on, the people watch can be on. Yeah? You see that? It's not correct. So you see how he's posted? There is the old man that you have now. Like your president the years old. You see how he is posted? Okay. Look at him now. Because the other hand get problem and he must pull his hand up now because they're using it any kind of way. Hey, I thought you were bluffing when you were talking to that man. No, he had to put his hand in your pocket because his hand not too correct. And I told you that the beeping, that you know that the pacemaker beeper, that it's something that can be on your hand there, you know. So always he appears in some kind of funny way. You know, there's a song we used to sing, and it's that song I remember we used to use it for force moments when we want force with people. Then you see yourself walking, and then we'll be saying, Satan walking some kind of way. Because anytime you see Satan can't move straight. Have you ever seen a beast? Satan walking some kind of way. The how Satan can walk. So every time you see somebody who is very demonic, they will always appear some kind of way. When somebody tells you, how you looking some kind of way, so you know, you can know straight that you're not correct. When they tell you, how you looking some kind of way, so we used to sing those songs in the church. We'll say, Satan walking some kind of way. Hey, you know, not even in the church, but sometimes when we used to be having devotion, we used to say, Satan walking some kind of way. Hey, anytime you hear some kind of way, they will attach Satan to it. Now, Joseph Boakai looking some kind of way, because Joseph Boakai is looking some kind of way all of the time. That's why he's looking some kind of way like that. And that is why he's looking like that. And everything he does, he's looking some kind of way. His governance is some kind of way. He will leave this country some kind of way. He will return to this country some kind of way. Everything associated with Joseph Boakai, since he says he wants, and he said that he wanted to dance with the devil, and he's dancing with the devil. So everything about him is just some kind of way. And that's just how he looks. No prestige, no morale. They must follow everything. No charisma, nothing there. Everything is just useless. Let me tell you something in this country here that some of you may not understand. You know, every time we come here, we sit and we're talking to you. You just think that we're just talking because we feel talking. Now, before we can get on to something important that I want to talk about, got the Unity Party people there myself for it. Let me say kudos. You know, we have to recognize some efforts exerted by our fellow Liberians who go beyond just politics. And that's why you see, for me, on the issue of drug, the health sector, the security sector, and whatever it is again, yeah, I don't like to find politics in it, because we too have our children. They are out there, they are encountering these people who are bringing in drugs in this country. So it's collective effort that all of us have to fight it. It is a Unity Party people who desire to politicize the issue of drug. And I think the intern team, they are doing a great job. And there's a guy in Grand Bassa County they caught today with drug in taxi. Could you imagine the area that no drug can be coming from? Just passed it and was passing around. Oh man, like that. And so let me say thanks to Patrick Kumasu, the issue of Ernest Tapper and the rest of the other team. You guys are trying your best to continue to do what you can. And let us all put our effort in this. Whether you're in communities or whatever it is, and you experience and seeing people doing drug in those areas, you have to expose them. It could be your child to be affected by those drugs coming in the country. So it's everyone's fight. So we'll be on it. But let me tell you something about the kind of people. Most times when you hear people like us talk the way we talk, we are talking like this because there are certain category of people in society that we have studied. And people like us who come from the sociological background, we are able to look at people's behavior pattern and be able to tell you why they are behaving the way they behave. And that you will not get anything from them. I don't care whether you go or you come down. It's not like you swear in there, but you know that you will not get nothing from them. So as a result, you're able to look at human beings, the way they're behaving, their conduct, and how you're going, you're able to project. And then they say, and God will give you that projection. You will see it clearly that there are principles, there are norms, there are values that people have to follow in society for them to aim at certain things. The basic things we look for in life are goals and means, right? Goals and means. Now, people will tell you, obviously, that the ends justifies the means. What they're trying to say is that whether anything happens, whether you have to maybe steal before you get rich. Say riches is good, which is the ends, then it justifies. What I mean justification is that it makes people to look at you like you are a hard-working person. It justifies that. But you may not have worked hard. You stole. to get rich. So when you hear people say the end justify the means, the end justify the means, what it means that Abraham Williams has houses, but the fact of the matter is, AB did not work hard to get those houses, but he has them already. So by virtue of the fact that AB has houses, he has investments. So the ends, that means the achievement he got, which is the end, it had justified, it had made it appear to society that AB is a hard-working man. But AB didn't work hard. That's what you always hear when people tell you, say, end justifies the means. That's what it is. They say how you get it will justify that you got it. So you'll see people will tell and say, oh, we sent children to school. What are they aspire to score A? Or what are they aspire to be honored? That honoring, it justifies. It tells that it's steady. So whether you like it or not, because you didn't see them spying, you didn't catch them, whatever it is, but they are there. What somebody who can steady do and then get honored at the same thing, that honor that what the person has. So as a result, it will make everybody to look like that. And that is the CN justify the means thing that Joseph Boakai brought us 8 years old. Because people must go to election and they must be able to participate in election in a peaceful conduct and be transparent. And because the election result was not challenged to expose the means through which Joseph Boakai got to power. So as a result of that, in as much as his election victory was given to him by George Weah in the form and faction he did, by winning it, today they are bragging that they sincerely won it. They are saying that the ends of our victory is justify the means. But that means may not be appropriate. But people will obviously look at the ends. And I believe as a sociologist, I know for sure not every ends can be justified that can determine or dictate or tell or define the means. Not every end. Not everybody you see flying around, what they're going, you think they're doing the right thing to get there. No, they are not. Some of them are not doing it according to societal's approved goals, approved rules, approved and statuses. And that's why it is. So that is what it is, right? So they get people who are conformist. I know some of you here, you can conform to society. The people who are in conformity with society, according to Robert Merton's 5 modes of adaptations. 5 modes of adaptation, Robert Merton, one of the sociologists. He said that the people who can conform to society, I know some of you, most of you are into it. If you conform to society, they are individuals who accept both the goals and the legitimate means to achieve that goal. They say, I will not steal. George Weah is a category. George Weah is a conformative person. George Weah believed that for somebody to get somewhere, you got to work hard. Working hard to get success. Success is the goal. The means of getting success is to work hard, right? George Weah accepts that he loves to get success. He also accepts that there is an established means through which you can achieve success, hard work. George Weah accepts that. So as a result, George Weah can conform. He conforms to it. And that is George Weah for you. That is group one. That is a good group there that George Weah is so. That group there will call them the positive group because they are always positive. Then the other group of people that you can be talking about that you look among yourself, you find plenty in Liberian politics, not like Joseph Boakai. Joseph Boakai, then there are people who fall in the category of innovation, according to Robert Merton. They are people who fall in the category of what? Innovation. For the people who fall right there, they accept the goals, but they care less about the means. Joseph Boakai won't be president, but he said, whatever I will cheat or whatever it is, I will get there. That is Joseph Boakai then tapped there with the innovation group. They get people in society who are just like that. They accept the goals. They want to be rich. They want to get car. They want to do this. How do you get the car? They don't care about it. How? The idea they must get car at all costs. So the legitimate and societal approved medium through which you can get car, they will not go through it. They will get it anyhow because they want to get car. The goal, they will achieve it. Joseph Boakai and then looking like that. They're that kind of people that they don't care about integrity. They don't care about what anybody will think about. Then the idea they will just get there. And Joseph Boakai inside that group there. So you see, George Weah is on top with the positive. Joseph Boakai is positive, negative. The positive is he was the president, but the means through which becoming a president is useless. So as a result, he is not a correct person. So those are the kind of people we call the innovation people, right? Then we call the ritualism people. The ritualism people, they are people who abandon societal goals, but they are just there enjoying themselves. They follow all the rules. They don't break any laws. There are people in America who have left from here. And people leave from here to go to America and do something for themselves. Yeah. The ritualism people, they are people who decided that, look, for me, I don't care whether I get car, I get house, or whatever it is. The idea is I will not break any laws. I will go and do my work. They are working, they are doing everything, but they don't care about goals. But they're following the means, they're following the rules. Everything you think about, they are doing it, but nothing they get for themselves. They don't care about societal goals. There are people who, no matter what you do, like I said, you go up, you can't, they don't care. They don't want to know. They don't care about it. They don't worry about the idea. They just want for any trouble. They are there. There are people in America. They're sorry for some of you who are talking about here. They are people in America that they be in America. They be in America. Not alive. Not what they don't care about the goal for which other people go to America for to achieve something. They don't care about it. All they know, they will not fall in trouble with the American system. They will go to work. They come back. They what they call. They get ready to go to eat. This, that, here, and there. The societal goals, the rules, the medium through which people have to get it. They are doing it. That is rich. Yeah. And ritualism people. Then the retreatism. Now, the retreatism people that the Zogo then that you see here. So for them, they not care. They just reject everything society talk about. They don't care about the goals. They don't care about the means. They don't care about anything. That then they break the laws. They don't care about achieving anything. That's it. So that's what it is. Anyway, let me leave you with that. Anyway, we just thought to share with you something so that maybe you can find yourself in it, you know. One Stephen Roger is telling me that hey, Honorable Moses Akara Grasa. Stephen is telling me that he saw the mansion, but he took the video. But the video, we don't see the picture all over the place. Yeah, we've seen the picture all over the place, you know. Yeah, we've seen the pictures all over the place. And we are certainly, you know, we think with God, all things are possible, and we are very grateful to the Almighty God. Now, I'm about to show you something which is very essential. You see the United Party folks, they have their own blockers. One other guy who get cross-eyed, who call himself an Abba Bear, but he can be using the news. He won't be man enough to come face me and be ready part of stupidness all the time. Nonsense man like that. Whom you can pluck out his eyeball and in no time he's dead. That kind of foolish man there. They'll be using those kind of foolish people who don't comprehend, very useless guys. The kind of people that will be throwing babes and tell and say, look, just go be ready. Then you get people who are decomposed, people who will sit down and then out of their own understanding. No, not all United Party people are done. Not all United Party people are one. No, I respect some of them. Some of them can really reason well. Some of them, they reason well. They know exactly. In fact, they will tell you squarely that this whole thing you're doing so for us, we don't have time for it. You better get to the real issues. Because we are not here for you to be on this kind of foolishness. No, that's child's play. We are not here for child's play. We are here for total seriousness. How can you talk about a country where you people talk about SYC? Look at what's happening to our economy. It's quite terrible. Today, granted, and I will not say, you may be able to tell me, say, okay, maybe you are able to buy. What? You think Liberian people are staying into rice politics? Is that what Joseph Boakai thinks? Those days when Liberian people were fighting for rice, you think we'll fight for rice here again? Have you seen Liberian people changing their lifestyle? Have you seen Liberian people changing their food habit, the kind of food that they can eat now? Do you know how many vegetables people are now selling all over? Liberians are now transitioning not just to rice. Those days of people just depending on rice. No. People are now eating for healthy reasons, and all those things are costly. You may want to buy a cup of rice, maybe $60. Go and buy one cabbage. One cabbage out there. Just a cabbage, a bulb of cabbage. Do you know the kind of protein, the medicinals value? Liberians are adapting the kind of system that will make them to live long. You think they think about rice anymore? The people have transitioned long ago. Liberians not into rice issue anymore, Joseph Boakai. And so that thing you are talking here, but you just killed it. Yo, Some of you don't understand when changing tides are going on. Look in the streets. Our sisters are selling watermelons now. Watermelon that I didn't used to like. I must admit, I was in a village. I know people used to plant watermelon. I didn't care about watermelon. Cucumber. Those were not things that we used to go for. No. We would prefer either our doma or our doma or rice. So you will see eating our basa mane. That's what they used to do. They will get ready, they will cook the rice. But our fathers would never be pleased if they did not put fufu side. And now fufu should be there. They will eat the rice, they swallow the doma, or they swallow the fufu. That was the combination of eating all the things they used to make out of water. Today is changed. In fact, you find many Liberians are now gymming. They are now going to gym. You see, early morning, people are now exercising. We are adapting to healthier lifestyle. And not rice. You don't have too much demand on rice nowadays. The market will tell you. The market. That's why you see, go Benson Street. See our mothers. See our brothers. They are selling these things, the cabbage or the lettuce or the carrot. Look at the kind of things that are coming up now that we're eating now. You see, you think that rice, people, there are people in this country now, they may not get money. They are not rich. They are not up there. But they can live on carrot. They can live on these cabbages that we used to be just looking at it and just throwing it away. Can you imagine? I live in the interior. We used to see cabbage bulb. We look at it, yeah, that cabbage, we just look at it, we just think something that they can get fry and eat Christmas Day, at the time we'll eat cabbage there and thing. Cabbage now, we can eat it raw. Those were things that if they didn't cook, we will not eat it. That thing now that we can take and eat raw. Tomatoes. Where you can see the real processed tomato in cup that people eating nowadays. People are now chewing raw tomatoes in the streets. That's why you see tomatoes are expensive. You're not thinking. Look at what's happening to the US rate. And because they want to make it with prevailing rate, they said the CDC adapted the prevailing rate through harmonization, right? Look at it today. Look at the rate. You go now and the rate has dropped as far as 174. During those days, it's either the outside rate will be higher than the central bank rate. Today, the central bank rate, how many persons are able to go to the bank? None. So the only reason they are doing that is to cut down on the civil servant salaries to affect them greatly. So you, the civil servant, you're supposed to get 70%, right? Oh no, we are 20%, 80%. Now they came, they made it 30, 70. So 70% is US dollar, right? Good. Then 30% is LD. They convert it to their rate. They say 182 or something, central bank rate. They say prevailing rate. That's how they are paying people now. That prevailing rate they're talking about, can you imagine the government is very wicked? They will go to the outside rate. When they see, they can be passing around. Gafana can be passing around. When they see 176, 174, they say, oh, the whole money that 174 will be able to pay civil servants. So that's why you are having drastic cuts in your salaries on a daily basis, on a monthly basis. Because they don't have the money to pay. Look at the wage bill have gone from 200 some million to what? 300 some million. Do they have that money to pay? No. So the only thing they will do to suffer you and myself is to suppress the rate and make it to appear that the Liberian dollar is value. But how can the Liberian dollar be value when that Liberian dollar that I have cannot help me to buy rice? Do you know how many I got to put inside to get rice? Do you know how many? So the people saying that, look, for us now, we want a liberty. We don't want a US. So the only way you can have that done now, I got to go take my US dollar and go change it 174, 173, 170. Then I take it, I carry it up. In one way, it's a benefiting me. I have to go in the street and go change my US dollar that I have. I got to go break it down way to 173. Then I add it to my small liberty that they gave me. So you will see at the end of the month, and they're going to pay you again, or they will pay you or whatever it is. You will see, so now 2,000 will be taken away from your money. So now 3,000. So now 1,005, it depends. That side will be affecting you over and over. Why the government doing that? They don't have money to pay you people. So what they're doing is they are suppressing the rate. The rate is not flowing as per the economy itself. You go buy a scratch card. In fact, now for $5 scratch card, nobody want to venture into $5 scratch card business now. Everybody going to $2 scratch card because you still have to buy it $200 Liberian dollars. So $200 Liberian dollars times 5. How much is that? Now 1,000 Liberian dollars for $5 scratch card. So the rate is way at 174 for $5. But if the scratch card dealer is selling the dollar scratch card for 200, which of course still remains like that, because all these things prices are still the same. Why the Liberian dollar is now losing its essence of purchasing power. You may say you're making it to low value because of scarcity. That is not it. It must have the power. I can be just dumping Liberian dollar over and over to just go buy. So you know how many Liberian dollar are putting together to go buy one scratch card? One $5 scratch card? How much am I putting on top of it? The rate is 176. Or let's say 170 or 174. If I go change that money, they will either give me something like 6 something or 7 something. You know how much I got to add there before I can get further up, because I can reach to 1,000 to go buy a scratch card? Because I will not find the $5 home. So most of the dealers now, all the vendors, because the economy is hard and they're looking for money, they are not preferring to buy the $5 scratch card anymore. Somebody is even telling me, see with the AEC. So what's going on? So because you think you brought red business, look, Chief, look, Abraham, we can go 1 week without rice, but just ain't expensive at all. 1 week without rice, and I feel it better because my stomach will not just be pumping in front of me or whatever it is. 1 week without rice. You just think the most everybody they're jumping behind rice now? No, they are controlling their diets because they believe that the life expectancy in this country, people are dying too soon. And it's maybe the kind of food then that we just be what they call so dying too soon. So as a result, you want to live a healthy life, you got to do exercising, you got to control your diet, you got to know what you eat. What is happening? Every time civil servants will call me, they cut down our salary again. They cut down our salary, they say prevailing rate. And the same prevailing rate CDC were doing at that time. But CDC did not bring a salary at this level. The idea is you have that purchasing power yet. Today, look at you people. Look at you people, what you're going through. So confusion. And that's bad. This is a unity party we're talking about here. They carry wage bill up. Then you hear some dumbfounded unity party people, because they were not paying the poor. Why they now carry civil service salary up before wage bill goes up? Then you say they were not paying the people well. You know how many post salaries are being cut on a daily basis, on a monthly basis? Do you know that? And I'm just telling you here tonight, you know how they're cutting it down? How can the wage bill will be claiming like that? And that will be happening to our people. Some of the schools when you go to, they say, we're not wanting US, I don't want any liberty. Our school fee is like this. Then they will tell you, say, the way the school fee is like this, I want to pay in US. Say, no, Chief, if you bring it in US, you got to ask so and so money there, then you pay it to the schools. Do you know what you're doing to people? You are crippling people. Today, for people to even share, because the liberty is scarce. All the things that they are doing, the liberty is scarce. So for me to really, it's difficult. For me to really help people the way it had to be, no, it wouldn't be like that. And that's bad. But you people, you know, people may not understand some things. But again, with God, all things are possible. Let me leave that one there and get to why we are here tonight quickly, because I like to nip these people straight to the head. These dumbfounded people, and I will always say that, not all of you Unity Party people, some of you are smart, brilliant, and whatever it is. But certain people deserve certain characterization. Right? So, the Unity Party people, they say the same for BNC group of companies to go deal with issues. I'm about to show you evidence. You know where they have gone to now? They went back to the 2024 debate that we brought up. Ever since debate, concerning the Clark Hope Foundation. They are sharing it with their bloggers and saying, "Oh, carry here and there with that in the past." Look at all useless people. You're not kind of government, that kind of foolish thing you want to follow. You're not very sophisticated to counter those things. Why are you going to be weak? They are very weak. They are not intelligent. In fact, God just brought a unity party so that we'll know how useless they are in their thinking, their IQ level, everything poor. They got no sense of reasoning. That's just God just brought them, and they can market their stupidity. Look, they can market their ignorance and stupidity every time. They will be bravely coming outside. The word is a word that they take control over. All the people that they are broadcasting to are not smart people. How will Abraham William wake up from your house? He thinks that Man City, they don't know what they want to listen to. He just can't say anything and say Man City, then will follow it. I'd rather really sit down to start thinking about what I think I will say that Man City then it will conform or it will be able to align with their thinking. You don't come to people thinking that you will just say anything wrong with it and what about it and how Unity Party people look like. When you hear about people telling you, say we have a gullible society, gullibility means a society where anything you say people can follow it. So when people know you are gullible, they can just come there to say anything and they know that you will take it. So they don't have time. They will say anything and they know that you will be able to take it. They say, I don't know, you can't reason anything I say, you will just take it and start running with it. Before you run with it, you got to be very careful. Because they get people who don't have sense of reasoning, they themselves are not people who sound, and that is it. That's why you see them hungry. They will never be satisfied. They look at us all day, they just think that, oh, life is there. In fact, every day making money or getting what? No, nothing. It's just by the grace of God we are surviving. And because we are content with what God gives us on a daily basis, that is why it is. I will now show you evidence, pieces of evidence, backed by pieces of evidence. Their own craziness that the marketing are coming to use their own crazy arguments against them. I can use their own crazy arguments against them. So they're passing around showing you receipts, right? So that is it. Let me show you some of their arguments that they are proffering. I'm using their own arguments against them. Nothing else. I'm using their own arguments against them. So that we all can know where all of this is coming from. For me, I don't care about how anybody feels about what they want to feel or whatever they want to think. It's up to them. So, like we said, when you hear these people then talking about orphanage, not knowing these people are dumbfounded to the extent that no wonder they just carry demons that came here then they just for nothing. They get ready to go for Finabono just for nothing. The guys, their level of reasoning very poor to the extent that they have criminals with them in Joseph Boakai who built 10 million mansion down there that he abandoned and trying to shy away from ownership. He doesn't want to be responsible enough to claim ownership. And then he running away from it. The whole government has gone months. And I even wanted to tell my friend, brother Julius J, because sometimes when some of these things come up, they can read. Julius J, because me and I send letter down there, Katumo and the husband will take that letter and carry on their bombing farm, pray on it for me to be crazy. I'm not writing a letter. I'm asking my friend Julius J, let him please invoke the Freedom of Information Act and write the executive mansion since it was he that raised the issue. He raised the issue on Tima's show with the public web minister, and the public web minister say you can go and ask the executive mansion, let him invoke the Freedom of Information Act, and then write the executive mansion to give clear understanding as to what is that project that in Lufa County, how did it get there? Let them speak to that. Yeah, you can do that, Julius. Yeah, me and I'm writing there because well, right there, Katuma and the husband will go say that, oh my God, letter there to go maybe to look because they are demons. I can't even go around there and say, I know when they say challenging the devil, me, I can't go to any devil say, hey, you say you devil can't stay from me. No, I will always avoid you. I'm very careful. There's a difference between being afraid and being careful. I'm very careful. I'm not afraid, but I'm very careful. I know who then to face and how to face people. I don't just run into things like that. No. So, my brother Julius, please read there. Let them be able to tell you because then the public minister told you on the show and say, okay, you can go at the executive mansion. So invoke the Freedom of Information Act now, then you get to them. They are looking for criminals and the criminals are right on them. Unity Party people. What they are looking for are partners in criminality. Because they came to power and they can't see the kind of criminality they thought CDC was about. So, because everything you see them doing today, they were asking the CDC did the same thing too. So they're looking for that same thing too. So to the extent that maybe if they did not find that same thing too around where they will look for it to tie it to say, and Joseph Boga get mansion to will discover John we are on a mansion so too. They want to find that same thing too. And if they're the same thing too, that same thing too mission at all. They know they're stealing. They know they are criminals. And people know that they are criminals. So what they want to do now is to kill the debate to say, look, the CDC has no moral to argue with us because we know that the CDC people that they also stole. We get a record on them. We get a record on them. All in all, there is nothing about fight against corruption. Nothing about fight against corruption. All they are fighting for, and the CDC did the same thing too. Now, all. So as a result, they are looking for that same thing too. They are stealing. They know that they are stealing. They know that they are building duplexes. They are building houses. They are building whatever in the night and everything. They know everything will come about tomorrow when we catch them. They want to say, and the CDC did the same thing too. So that the same thing too they're looking for. They know that they are criminals. What they are looking for partners. Because if you are a partner to me, impeach on your credibility to speak to the issue. You don't have the moral to speak to that because you yourself, you rogue. So all I know that you because it was a CDC in a rogue. They can steal. They can do the 1 year. They're up to date. They haven't prosecuted any yet. Nothing. All those things they are doing, they haven't come one with all their robust nature they claim. They got a GSC order report. They got the other 1 year. There's nothing, absolutely nobody they have caught. In fact, to the extent that people that CDC appointed, they are backing these people and forcing them into resignation and telling them, say, they agree, Jerry resigned one time. Then they're telling people whom they know, according to their store, they are telling the people, say, resign, will accept your resignation letter, go free. They are looking for partners, and they can't find those partners. They are in search of partners in crime, and they can't find it. So as a result, that's what they do. So there's it, right? Today, since they're sending for the BMC group, they heard about sending orphanage something. So they just thought that, but virtue of the fact that it is orphanage are on BMC something, on receipt mentioning BMC group offering to the Ministry of State / orphanage, they say, oh, that the Clara Weah Foundation orphanage. That's what they said. Here is it, right? Here is the thing they're parading with. Now they kind of thing they're parading with. And you see the receipt? You see the receipt? August 15, 2023. And you see the receipt? Ministry of State / orphanage. They say, hey, what telling you say they went to the Ministry of State, right? They said they gave the BMC group. Now you see on top of it, BMC group. Identify the name, the business registration name. BMC group. Understand the BMC group, right? Currently, their office is Center and Career Intersection. At the place you will find them now. BMC group. Then they have Building Materials Center, which is the BMC ordinary. There are two BMCs we're talking about here, but this one is BMC group, right? BMC group. The issue they receive, they see / orphanage. $74,625 US. It is it. CBL, the bank name CBL is there clearly through the government area. Traceable. BMC group, their stamp is there. They grab it, they say that the Clara Weah Foundation orphanage whom they're talking about. But I leave that. Let's see how they are crazy. Their stupidity, they are marketed it to the extent that. Then they also posted this receipt. This check alongside this. Good. They saw the memo here from the Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs, from Wisa Blamo to Mr. James Tucker, Acting Controller, Ministry of State. Payment request. You are authorized to raise payment in the amount of USD $68,824.75 against the US $121,649 in favor of BNC Group Company for the construction of a feature processing facility at Popo Beach as part of the First Ladies Project. The BNC Group. The BNC Group. First Ladies Project. Now, the BNC Group had 2 projects for the First Lady's office. They got 2 projects. One project is the Popo Beach Fishery Project, because the First Lady wanted to have that Popo Beach Fishery something for the women and who can be doing fishing there so that they can have area to cool their fish or put storage facility there for them. That's what she wanted to do. Look at the kind of vision. You see the kind of person you have. The Popo Beach area, she wanted that there so that when they get their fish and thing, then they can just put it there. It's no cold storage, something like that. That's what it was. The next project the First Lady earmarked was to have the Love Orchard. There's a place, right? They played at Katumu store, man, when she came in power newly. That played at the noise were all over. That she went, they went, what they call, she went and poured knee there, say, is there again, eating there, up, blah, blah, blah. Those were the 2 projects she earmarked. Now, good enough that we have this, right? This one is here, July 15, 2023. So they paid towards that to the BMC group. Then the Love of the Child also, they paid towards it. So that 2 projects BMC group was supposed to be doing simultaneously. Now, BMC group had those projects just earmarked to implement them. Let's leave that. There's a memo, CBL. CBL paid the money. You can see the check there. So let's leave the one. Let me bring you another exhibit. Another exhibit here tells you this. There's July, right? There's December. That July thing I was showing you just now, that December day or so. December 11, 2023. When did the election take place? When did the second round of election take place? The second round of election took place in November. By December, First Lady knew that she was no longer going to be the First Lady of the Republic of Liberia. So the implementation of that vision, it would have been impeded because only she didn't saw interest in it. And she didn't want for the money to waste. So what she did smartly, she said, let us prioritize the children. Since I'm leaving now, because that project, I wanted to be there to make sure that we don't just put it there, but we got to keep supporting these people. Now the new government are coming or whatever it is, the other First Lady, she wouldn't know how to sell cold water. And that is what it is. So as a result, we don't want for us to give it, then tomorrow she not able to support the people. Because that's why you see most of the projects that George we are hire, everything finishing now. You go to the PHP era, bad up. You go to PHP, is it PHP? Yeah, PHP era, bad up. All the projects because you need continuous management, and it can only be managed by those who have the vision. And you don't have, you got to train people to it so that they can own it. So as God could have it, God directed us say, look, tell your people, let them write the same BMC group and say, look, since we'll not be here for all of these scattering resources all over that we could manage and look for other resources to support, we'll take the money from the Popo Beach project. We want for you to put it to the Love of the Child. So they already had an unfinished contract. They received that, you see them passing around. Well, the people had already an unfinished contract with what? The Love a Child. Right? That prepay. You got to pay before they put do it. So they pay in advance before bringing those materials. Those are sophisticated materials and things like that. Always quality materials and things. That's what it's all about. So they wrote this communication to December 11. They say Mr. Hassan and Abdallah Kobasi. That is the head of the BMC group. Then we get BMC, the Building Material Center. The Building Material Center. It is that center that took over the Clark Hope Foundation. The Building Material Group is different from Building Material Center, BMC. You go to your people who did law. You go to them and ask them. Unity Party people, you go to them who did law. You go ask them. So the communication was written. They said, well, request to redirect the fishery process facility to Love Orchard Orphanage construction. Take it from the Popo Beach Fishery or something and take it to Love the Child. They didn't say take it to Clark Hope Foundation. Did you see this request? What kind of Unity Party put in there so they get ready? They just want to impeach on people's credibility. Whether you not live your life or whatever, they jump on it, they just damage it, and that's just all they own. And they themselves, they are seeing it there. They are seeing the name of the orphanage there. And they are out of ignorance, marketing their level of ignorance. Sorry to say. I want to call it craziness. They are marketing it every day. They are marketing it every day. They are telling us that they worth nothing. Reasonableness, they are poor. Sound judgment, they are poor. Governance, they are poor. If you depend on United Party men to give you information that you rely on what they call, you are dead. These memos are here. And that money was paid before First Lady left. And the project was implemented by Katumu Bwaka. It was paid. So it is very easy. Why is said the First Lady office, Katumu Bwaka, who sits there, why is said they can't go there and say, oh, we saw the thing here that people say this, that, law, the child here, and then let get it fast. They can't get it, and they will not find it. That's the whole thing. So they just jump up on fishing expedition. They just they're passing all over the place, calling people there and doing all that. They're looking for criminal partners. That cloud where you will find your criminality partner. Beggar then are your high around here. That's stealing all over the place. You just think money fill Georgia. For the fact that Georgia even gave out the presidency, that means money does not fill his eyes. The reason you see the African leader then can want kill people to stay in power like Joseph Boakai will want to do, which of course will resist him, is because they are poor and broke. Money can fill their eyes and they can't live without. They don't have any. They are not assets. They are just rich, but they don't have assets. Joseph Boakai Nana is a rich man, but he's not. He doesn't have assets. I challenge you. You take Joseph Boakai for 18 years, and the remainder of his life, Joseph Boakai not go begging in the street with all the money he's stealing because he does not have assets. Money, you can have money. There's a difference between riches and that of assets. You can be rich, but you don't have assets. You don't have wealth. Because you can be rich, but you are not wealthy. Wealthiness is the asset that you have. Riches than money. Joseph Boakai is not a wealthy man. That's something I'm saying to go pour. I don't know, one time doing 20, they got to about Bernard Ure and Joseph Boakai. Then I didn't want the richest people. I said, what? I said, yeah, I agree, richest people. But they say wealthy people. So I got to understand the difference between richest people and that of wealthy people. I said, oh yeah, Joseph Boakai may be part of the richest people. Yes. Because he been stealing money the time you were vice president. He can just be partying up money all over the kind of thing he involved with so that riches. We got to know that Joseph Boakai was not a wealthy man after he left the vice presidency position. There's a difference between wealth and riches. You may get money. You are just rich. Wealth is assets. Something, what they call asset is that thing that can make money. That thing that can make money. That's what we call assets. When you get money, you're spending on assets. But when you get asset, it is asset that can create money, that can make money anytime. That asset. That's what we're talking about. Boakai does not have that. That's why you see he's struggling hard to build mansion there, and then you want to start establishing assets because you yourself, all the kind of thing that we've been talking here and there. People then jumping behind cloud foundation here and there. Y'all go look for it. Y'all go look for it. You're looking for criminal partners. You're not thinking about Joseph Boakai there. Katumu Bwaka, who go jump with a foundation. And the foundation, she had Pepper Kala Foundation. The foundation that were only responsible for selling Pepper Kala and cold water. That the foundation she had. Today, the Katumu Bwaka Foundation has now turned to another foundation that only lasted for... In fact, Katumu Bwaka Foundation only lasted for 1 year. Honor her position as First Lady. But just sharing food to this place, how they call the place? Claratown. Passing around with Christmas food. And going to the bed and what they call nothing. Katumu Bwaka Foundation Nana is dead. You don't hear about Katumu Bwaka Foundation again. But who told you money not going there? Claho Foundation remain Claho Foundation. Even to date, when she's not impressed, she's not first lady again. Katumu Bwaka Foundation only lasted for 1 year. I mean the richest part of it now. Because the Pepper Kala Foundation, you know the Pepper Kala selling foundation where the foundation that is just responsible for selling Pepper Kala and cold water and competing with security officers and then selling cold water or doing car parking lot business. That was the foundation. Uno thing and activities they were involved with. That's the foundation at that time. We didn't know. They say it was registered ever since. The Katumu Bwaka Foundation. They say it was registered ever since. No problem. But that foundation, the only product that we have from there that they were doing that selling Pepper Kala and selling cold water to the vice president house at that time, rehab, and the kind of thing they were involved with. No day. Since the king, we used to hear about foundation. Where is it today? Joseph Boakai owned a foundation. He established it to be begging around. So as a result, it was that foundation that Joseph Boakai. I know. Other people set up foundation to help people. You own a foundation, you set it up to exploit people. What kind of people that they are so? Abraham, we on here. I set up foundation. One of my men called Moefi Jala, Anthony, Moefi Jala got a foundation. The man, I think I think something like that. Anthony Moefi Jala from Grand Bassa Valley, the guy got a foundation. So you can be, I said, when you get a foundation, remember when you have a foundation, all the liabilities are on you. You got to give. You got to, But Joseph Boakai and the wife, their foundations have been total liability on the society. They are exploiting people selling dirty water or selling pepper color. One woman said when they want time to go buy the pepper color, so saying what in the pepper color. Then Katumu were arguing with the chair and said that they don't want Friday, other pepper color there that saying was in. How do you do that? I was passing by at that time. I saw it happen. That argument was between Katumu and the one said, but what kind of saying in the pepper color here? So then you see Katumu bringing the late child there, say that the thing I can be telling you, say you take your time and Friday thing here because BB people will can't eat it. You big woman like that, you selling pepper color. That's your foundation. Is that a foundation that you are having here? Then you're passing around here looking for quality people with substance. Quality people with substance. Then you're saying you're jumping behind here. Have you seen Claire Mary? We are so if there's anybody who's afraid of you, Liberian people, especially it is that Claire we are in a husband, they can be careful with you. And I remember one time, George, we have resigned from your national team. And that because you Liberian people morph. And George, we are saying you won't cost my man, you want I leave your national team with you. Now the George, you just think George, we are not scared of you. That Joseph Boakai don't care whether you're causing you want to do anything or whatever. They don't care. George, we are scared of you people. You so these people, when I be talking some of these things, you're gonna be laughing, but it's serious. Where did this foundation come from? What thing you knew that Katumu Boakai and Joseph Boakai were doing with their respective foundations? What were they doing with their respective foundations at that time? And they're not pepper color selling or cold water selling. Joseph Boakai Foundation wanted to sell certain generator that were in from a place. They don't have a foundation or that Joseph Boakai own a foundation because Katumu, they get a foundation operating in here. So as a result, they know how to operate. Sometimes when Joseph Boakai get ready, he will tell Costa, say that my foundation going to America to go do the one. So they will go. Costa has some kind of beat up in here and say Joseph Boakai Foundation. That here they will bring here now for you to come put money in the Joseph Boakai Foundation. Costa said that. I'm not the one that said it. A foundation that was just used to just be begging and doing nothing with it. At least other foundations, people will support it. Then the people will come down and enjoy it. And they will bring it down to people. So terrible thing that you were just on. Just say foundation. The generator that Joseph Boakai Foundation wanted to say, the guy, that one Lemony guy wanted it from him. So the guy came in a year and the guy came in the guy came in a year to go buy the generator from Joseph Boakai. Look. The protest that these people they have what they call retired suffering. The real retired suffering person who really felt that he was really tired suffering for true that was beyond that protest that Joseph Boakai. Now that is another Kumis. Yeah, you just saw Kumis in that thing. But Joseph Boakai was the real man who said he was really tired suffering. The Lemony man went to Joseph Boakai to go buy generator. Then somebody called the Lemony man on the side. He said, that man, you go and buy the generator from. You understood a story about a goat. He said, what you call goat? You know the man? He said, what call goat? Why call goat? He said, they man here. They man that you can buy the generator from. Don't carry the generator from here because you think that president, you must not start it here. You must start it right here. And that generator must beat for 2 hours before you can take it from here. We know this man. This man said the time he was suffering, he carried goat to go sell it. He put salt water in the goat got puffer, big, so that he was selling expensive. That the same man here, so you can buy a generator from. So the guy said, okay, no problem. I call mechanic. So the guy called mechanic, he called a mechanic for them to go see the generator that Joseph Boakai they call. They started the generator, and it stopped. Then they asked Joseph Boakai. The machine that was that, he said, no, you're not staying. You're not staying long on the ground. Joseph Boakai. And you see, God can just make it when these things are happening there. I'm just right around there. I'm just around there. Then they started a generator again. You know, some of all we know about it. Oh, you know the Taco generator. I can operate. I don't know why Taco generator at this time. Taco generator, the way it can operate, the how generator started. So it started boom, 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 boom. Then Joseph Boakai stay encouraging the man. Say, look, You just got to manage it. You pour water inside. You pour water inside. Then you got to open it to pour water inside. I tell you a true story. Ask anybody, Pascal David then. I tell you one around David Chia then. You go, you go right around there. You go ask them. That did one. So the guy said, wait, I go for second mechanic. I go for second mechanic. I say, what do you mean call second mechanic? Oh, you're watching and seeing the Joseph Boga King outside the fence. Yeah? Joseph Boga King outside the fence. He just destiny. God said, go for second mechanic. The man brought second mechanic. So what they did, they loosened the water tank. The water that was inside was really dirty. So the guy upgraded the water. They changed the fuel. The guy said that the fuel filter, we need to change it too. So they wanted, what they call it? When the guy finished doing all the things that I know, they wanted to start a generator. Joseph Boga took 2 steps back. He decided to go 2 steps back. So myself, when I saw Joseph Boga going 2 steps back, I say I had told my beginner that were around there. I said, let us take 2 steps back to here. They kind of thing that what they call. What the guy then slammed on the generator. Bah, the whole place. No, the generator, they absorb because they absorb what they call a jet. It hit one of Joseph Boga security. The guy nearly died. Could you imagine? Then the smoke took over the whole place. It entered his son entertainment era. It entered his son entertainment era. Could you imagine that? The smoke was all over. So we had left the smoke going up Pape nose. He just ran away. Then the man called out the generator. The smoke went down. That generator stayed there. The man didn't come back for that generator again. No way to buy it. Because the foundation went out there to go look for money. He go not learn it. That's not one sign he go for you to learn. The generator was never sold. The securities walked to Joseph Boakai. His foundation couldn't afford to pay extra securities. His securities went to his chief. They tell you now, in what they call, want to be sending out, they call what on the your website. We shouldn't sell it. That will own a patent right. I don't know what they call patent right on selling cold water in here. That will patent right. Nobody, when they say you get patent right on something, that means either you can sell it, no one else can sell it. So, Katumu Boakai declared patent right on the sale of cold water in our whole place that the security then can sell it to get small thing. Then Joseph Boakai say, you get money with the parking lot. When you put it, can you be parking your car in the area? You see the kind of thing that our foundation they have. The moment they begin President Street, the foundation start booming. You don't go question that one to say, where do you want to come from? Then that cloud where you won't be jumping behind. You go find a place to have. You better lay yourself before people lay you. All I think I can be doing, I can be telling you, I say you're in a country, you say you're president, finally in a country, you got to earn the respect of people. That the only way it will work. Eh? All right. Let me get to the lines and interact with the caller. Me, I've been talking about who. All right, so let's get to the last year, my people, and I'll tell you the story. You know, some of these things we know it. That thing that we not just want to say, we can just be what they call here and there. And we know for some of us, there are things that we know that we'll tell you. And those are factual things. We'll not come here to come lie to you. That's one thing I will not do. We'll not come here to come lie to you. So, fun stories that we're able to give about their foundation. What we did tonight is to give you the history of the Katumu Boakai Foundation, where it started from and where it is now, so that we compare it with the cloud we are foundation. Let's get to the lines and eat out of our corners right here. Yeah, what are you doing?
Yeah, this is Mama Guitar, the more Sora movement.
Yeah, Guitar, let's hear from you.
Let me really commend you for this show. You know, the asset recovery of the local government and they are really confusing. Because the work that we have been doing,
your voice went down.
But the president, $1 billion, they are not recovering. So, and the only budget only 1.2 billion budget. That's why they're hustling like this. Because it would be another embarrassment and hope. And it gave like when people, those who really fall in the government, 1.2 billion because already on the budget. That's why I know anything they grab, they have been it before the president. This is finally suspect and hope. And for me, if they not take time, they will make the president know pressure will really not the president down somewhere. Because if you're giving the president hope that you raise this kind of budget, at the end of the day, all your basket that you are laying the water, they are living up.
Okay, thank you, Guitar. Thank you so much, my brother. We're not discussing our budget issue, so please just stick to the issues that we're talking about here tonight. Hello, how you doing?
Yeah, how you doing, AP?
Yeah, fine.
Okay, thank you very much for your show. I think message maybe the salary issue. Every month, people can just call our pay. I think that's on your previous on your personal number rather.
Okay.
Every month, last month 3,000. This month 3. It's just 14. All they are clear when you find out ministry every day. People got some raise call 180. How they raise also 180, 170? Then you the government, you get the same rate.
You say what? They read that outside of what they post there. They say that what
they maybe when you go to ASU, you will see 180, so you see 178. Other one ASU, I saw the thing there 178, 180.2. So that how I can just drop. Tell your person number, send the message. 2 months now, you can get to $3,000 can come from there. So now your monetization is doing also in a wicked way. Yeah, maybe they think more in. You can say the other thing what happen maybe we sell it to the 80, 25% maybe where the way drawn out in October. The way drawn you come at 80 something. But you're that again that is thing. So every month today they pay the US $11. And what they can do, if they pay $11 after 2 weeks. Then you that account. So you know what happened now? Then you that account. Not if you start about nothing.
You say they can pay all at once?
Nothing.
Yeah, but the government say you'll be taking pay after every 2 weeks. So you don't know what they mean by every 2 weeks. They say you'll be taking pay after every 2 weeks. So they will get you the 30%. 2 weeks after that again.
No, if it's the 27, last month they're taking the 28. You want to pay the then next month. Me I go sign for a trader. Next month, they will December. Maybe we'll pay around December 6, December 8 in the year.
Wow.
How can you understand your salary?
Okay. Thank you, my brother. Thanks for that update. And Sekou Kalasco Demaro, what's up?
So they can pay after every 2 weeks.
Yeah, after every 2 weeks. So the 30% LD will come first. Then after the other 2 weeks, they get it. You had 2 weeks.
Maybe you're a hell of a man. Yeah, but Ebi, thank you, man. Thank you, as always, Ebi, and this is serious. I know you spoke about it a lot. You've been talking about it, but I think this is serious, Ebi. And I think Mr. Bwaka is reaching to a point where he believes that this country should retrogress, to the dark old days. And I believe that with the resilience of the Liberian people, we have gone past the dark days of our country, which Joseph Bwaka, was a part of, served as a major in the army. So he believed that we're still living in, Idi Amin Dada time. Yeah. That's how he believed, and we will not allow our country to retrogress in that manner. Claire Maria is a blessing to this country. This lady put everything aside, follow her husband from the day he started playing soccer up to the time he became president. She has never been a liability on the Liberian society.
No.
She has contributed immensely to the growth and development of this country, and she's still doing it. I can remember I traveled with the Oman, the Fair Lady, on more than 4, 5, 6 different times to raise money. China, Russia, you just name it, other places, for this woman to raise money for this Claire Hope Foundation. We went there and she made her case that this is her passion. This is what she wanted to do. And people saw the honesty, the sincerity in this lady, and they contributed to the establishment of this place that Katumu Bwakai wants to, which is far-fetched. It can't even happen. So that's not even something. But for the fact that they had to even discuss that Martin, this man who lacked every character, this man who who has no moral standing to caution people like Claudia that have honestly lived a life, an exemplary life. This man, for him to even bring her name into public disrepute, this is something that is paining me so dearly, AB. We all saw here. Eddie, I was even checking for the post. We all saw here when Claudia did the launching of the Claho Foundation. Yeah, right in PV. We were all there that day. People came from all walks of life, from all around the globe, to be a part of that ceremony. Because this is what she wanted to do, to give life to the underprivileged Liberian children. She wanted to put the children into a position that tomorrow they can feel a part of a society. Mm-hmm. This lady could have gone, and they may say that what she won. She won nothing. Nothing Claudia won. She's a very content person. Mm-hmm. But she came back to this country, invested in the human capacity building of the country. The only thing, maybe to show you that these people are not serious. This lady's son bought a car for her during the transitional period. Mm-hmm. When Katumu Boakai, out of courtesy, say, oh yeah, that daughter and man. Claudia say, okay, yeah, come to the office. Let me carry you around and see what you're doing. Let's go to the foundation. You go see, this is what I'm doing. Use my influence, to bring. See how that they, oh man, this is that Katumu talking out there to the foundation. Oh man, this is the first of a kind. I mean, you are a blessing to our country.
Katumu
That's the one talking. Yes. Yes. You are a blessing to this country, Mama. Let God bless you. Let God give you prayer. See the prayer that woman offering. That woman left from there. You know what she did? Mm. When she went home, after all that prayer, let God bless you. Let God give you long life. Let God bless everything you're doing, anything you put your hand in. After all of those, she went home. Guess what she did? The car the woman's son bought for her.
That she was sitting in.
That she was sitting in comfortably. Yeah. She got the audacity to say the security people must come for the car that it will belong to the office of the first lady. God.
Look at
that. So the Oma look at and say, I mean, what is this? What is this? The Oma orientation. Believe she can't gossip you, stay in your face. Mm-hmm. And she called the Katumu Boakai. They said, I'm disappointed.
Oh.
Then she said, yes. So I'm disappointed, and I will never have this level of association with you again. That the people say that the office car that is easy. That the people say that the office car that is easy.
Oh, that's what she said?
Yes.
So that the justification she gave after the former first lady confronted her. She said that gossip. So she was when telling the former first lady the people say, can you imagine woman like that gossip?
Yes.
You know, even Jesus. Katumu.
What the people say, anyway, if you feel offended, I'm sorry.
That Katumu want to be in a people now.
Yeah. So we just say, just leave it. That's the mindset of the Liberian people that, we so mediocre, AB. We so, at times, sometimes you wonder how people think. Because for you that have gone to that position, for you to rely on that what the people say, no trace. And that's the same thing that that Clamati man and the same Katumu Omo, that's the same step they decided to undertake. But this is the Waterloo. This is the bus stop. When President Weah gave, accepted and called Joseph Yuma Boakai, it was not for Boakai and his people to torment him and his family and other people. That was not the reason. The reason was, yes, we have matured as a country and we got to live in accordance. But Mr. Boakai and his family, they have demonstrated beyond all reasonable doubt that they don't deserve to be respected. They don't deserve any courtesy. When this lady was passing around raising money from country to country, okay, you say the woman used the first lady office to raise money. Let Katumu use the first lady office now to raise money and build something in Bomi. Yeah, let she raise money. There's a woman that when she was not in the office, she was selling cold water and said, let she raise money. Since they believe that, you can be in our office and use your influence. Let's use our influence now and raise money and go bombing. They got plenty of places. Liberia is, we stay backward in plenty things. Let's use her office as the first lady now and build homes in Bomi and build, even though her husband now is building $10 million homes in Foya. Let's use her influence, connection, talk to people, and build homes like the first lady had done. She's not in office. 2 years, she's not in office. But the Clara Hope Foundation is still running because of her elections, because of her dedication to serving the underprivileged children in our country. This, I believe, is a war against the underprivileged children, because these are the children that are benefiting from what Claudia is doing in our country. We want to say this clear. Ebi, we are saying this clear. That any attempt to even come within the vicinity of the Clara Hope Foundation, which I know they will not do, they drunk, Anke Martin drink the last liquor. They can't come around there. But on the 10th, the consequences will be so severe. It's not joke, Ebi. It's not joke. Because you can't continue to push people to the wall like this. You can't continue to push people to the wall. You say this other thing. You call the manager of the place. How is it difficult to trace, if you believe that government funded it, how is it difficult to trace? You got control of the central bank government. You got vouchers. You can trace those vouchers and say, okay, the money here, it came from the player. You will trace it there, the voucher here, you can finance ministry there. You can trace it. But you do nothing. You call manager. You say the manager will come to your place to show how the funding was obtained. The manager want to explain everything to you. Then you call it. You say you call it BMC to say how did they? I mean, what is this? What kind of confused group of what kind of confused group of people are these? But I just want to say this, Ebi. Thank you. And I want to say this to our mother. Nobody should deter you. What you're doing, posterity will judge you highly. You are serving some of the children that are in the place. Maybe I told you that day when we met there, I saw the little girl. Goosebumps came on my skin. Because that late child was in a dump site. Her mother used to feed her. If you see the video, how her mother used to feed her from food in the dumper. But go there today, you see that little girl speaking. She knows about computer today. See her speaking. You saw, I told you that day when I saw you.
Yeah.
See her speaking. Now these children feature Mr. Boakai and Katumu want to damage. But it will not work. So I want to say this, that people should remain, calm. That just one of the many recklessness that have been exhibited by this government. It's just one of the many recklessness.
Right. Sekou Kalasko Demar. Many recklessness. I love that. And exhibited by this government. And he just went off. And of course, my phone originally went on, not from Sekou's end. So let me get on to the rest of you until you can get back home. Then Sekou can conclude if you can. Hello, how are you doing? Yeah, good evening. Let's hear from you.
Yeah, my name is Joseph B. Harry. I do join from a comfort zone, so Utah Swam, Maga District, Bomi County.
Let's hear from you, boss.
Yeah, people here, I want to say thank you all so much for the topic on the discussion. That the reason we pray for you people on a daily basis, that God will continue to strengthen you guys and your family, because bringing the information to us on a daily basis every day will make us to feel happy. So may God bless you for that. To the issue. The issue about this thing, we don't need rocket scientists to come and tell what is happening in our country. The prophet said it. The calamity that you're talking about, they said the politics perfect. But the reality is what we are seeing today. The government, they have nothing to show. They have nothing to give back to the Liberian people. They came under the canopy of rescue, but nothing to get delivered. You can learn outside the presidency, people AD, but not within the presidency. You understand? So the budget we are all talking about, what the common man stand to benefit from the 1.2 billion budget that the all market getting around this place here. Then today they want to go to the thing that the woman gave for our common people, children that wouldn't have family. They are homeless. They are on the street. Take them to go learn tomorrow to be the future bearer of our country, to be the next president, to be the next senators for this nation, to try to bring them all on the rightful path. Then today they are left in a bono issue. They know they not get no evidence. They are gone now to the Clark Foundation. Amen. They kind of deceive, they kind of disgrace the government is going to bring to our Liberian people, to our nation. Let God help us to take off on the calamity, man. They have nothing to give up. Thank you also, my people, for pulling me the time.
Thank you so much, my boss, for your contribution. Let me get on to this one. Hello.
Well, afternoon.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Yeah, let's hear from you quickly.
Yeah. Thank you. This is the voice of the Common Chairman and Peter Sa, joining from Sogre District 4.
All right, go on, Peter.
I want to say thank you this evening for your line of discussion. But I want I get to say, the particular current force family we have, they only came to destroy the country.
Okay.
You have seen how this whole may have destroyed all our laws. So now, since they are seeing another productive side of the country, which is the four force there is taking the future leader of our country for tomorrow, and it's more in their mind. Therefore, then they only came for destroy the purpose.
You're right.
It's getting to them now, so they are going on a side to destroy that side. And somebody told me that this current father was a prayer mother before. I think it was when you get called back. They said a woman used to do prayer warrior thing. Over to get out, cajole and take money from there and in the name of she praying for them. Then the husband is a deacon. They are both disgrace to the Christian. Very much disgrace to the Christian. If a deacon can be this wicked, the West, who's a lady, who should even advise a man say, oh, you deacon, think about being a deacon, is also following suit the husband. They both of them, they are very much disgraceful. And they are I don't even know how to describe them. I don't even know how to description to give to the particular current family of God. The worst ever in Israel, bro. People, thank you for giving me your time.
Thanks, boss, for your contribution. We appreciate that. And how are you doing? I'm fine, man. Let's hear from you, please.
I can't really what yourself I really want to see children in the street passing. He was not the same what I said I can't when I'm be in the street to say in the street. Then children, then the one woman found place for the children. Then at the place they go to go la. Thank you for very explaining because very listen to it tonight. You know you are our teacher when you explain to us we can understand. But see what the boy doing is good at all. They is not good at all. Let Joseph Boakai try and do what he came for. And leave Joshua and his wife alone. They shouldn't go that route. We begging him. Thank you for affording me.
Thank you, mommy, for your contribution. We appreciate that. Hello, how are you doing, mother?
Victoria Bahakwin from Johnson Bay.
Yeah, Victoria.
Thank you very much, Eddie, for the topic today. So, my brother today, I do show today, just put it in English. He said, personally, we are making us angry. There's too much that enough is enough. Personally, we are making us very well with them. Because they see that we are quiet, so they see the man is weak. We said, I they put our father down, we say, actually, we should be it. But they want why is going now? They are not coming to vote peace. They are not coming to vote anything. Any extent to go to a young person, they don't know. They go back to a daddy. And I say the same thing. I say, it's right. I mean, Eddie, we say, we have a love with executing the mission. Yes, come at one. Let me power. We are having a power. They want to hold the same peace in the country. We know you look at the same thing. So our former president, the woman Robert, is very happy. That you will back on our hospital and say, the portal is very good. You are going to make a good now. To better the show, some of your life, to better the show life, but we don't doing it. The city all around the first no city, no city. Then they want to look at let us bring the job that we are already doing. Yes, because what is the place most people are looking for Kaka with it, criminal and America, to be the best step no, and I put in the put our life to go after it. But this particular way I my brother that have to say it will never happen. And escape the profit. We will reach it in now. What I will leave out of it. I can show you. We don't want the issue. Thank you very much.
Thanks, mommy, for your contribution. We appreciate that. The mothers, as well as the fathers, the brothers and sisters, every one of us, we are doing everything we can for the sake of this country. Hello, how are you doing?
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah. Yeah.
Initial speaker calling from Libidan, Church Assembly.
Okay.
Yeah. Just be like nothing to do. Just to be money people. That's all you gotta do. Yeah, but when you down,
yeah, all right. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, my brother. Hello, how are you doing?
Good evening.
Yeah.
Good evening, David.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is David King, and I join you from a cement notice resident this evening.
Please go ahead quickly, King.
Yeah. Maybe you remember in 2021. I told you that Joseph Boakai was using that place as a parking lot. And you went and ascertained what I told you, it was factual. That generator you talk about, it was there with the sample only for sale. But after President, we have placed the call to him. So when Joseph Boakai carried that generator back into the fence there and started in the mud. Because I played that whole fence, that entire fence. You could walk on cement bricks to go to the generator room. Right. I hope it was mess up.
Right.
Very grassy and mess up. I entered that place before. So this is a man who lived recklessly as a vice president. even gave himself a befitting life. It was through our presidency that having living the kind of life he's living today, even doing face B to carry the cream for a fish. And you want to come and look at somebody who is very much productive, and you think that you will come and bring that woman down. This will be the biggest political mistake that Khartoum and her husband will make. Because any attempt to move the Clark Foundation and say the criminal onto themselves, it will be very, very disastrous. That this government, even the injured on heroin, it was to save them. So they should just stay clear. Because Jassy Bomi, who is my friend and brother, the manager of that place, that guy, he's a smart guy. Maybe I think you know Jassy.
I know Jackson.
He's not a joke. He's not a joking person. So if anybody think that you will just go call Jassy Bomi to spoon feed him to say something to you, you're joking. You might be out of your mind. Because Jassy is not that kind of person. He's not that kind of person. He's a young man who has integrity, and because of the confidence and trust that the former president has in him, this is why you are placed with that institution. And Joseph Boakai want to bring our people down because those less fortunate children. Today, the kind of English that come on the children mouth, the diction that come on the children mouth, Joseph Boakai, even though Donald Trump may fall on him and say he could speak good English, but he can't speak good English about the children. He doesn't know how to speak English. So he should stay clear of that foundation.
Okay.
Because this will be the biggest mistake of their life.
Okay.
To be too disastrous for them.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We appreciate. And what are you doing? This one. We got 3 more minutes to be out of here. Yeah. Yeah, let's hear from you.
I'm ready to you for Central Monrovia.
Richard, how you go use the female line? Hello?
Hello, baby.
Yeah. But how come you are using the female line? Where have you come from? No, the female line here. So, hello?
Yeah, hello.
Man, I don't ban rules easily. You don't even know me.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to ask you for this. All this 2 years, I know that you know, if I know that they know you, on your Oma, on your no yes, you know, if anybody like you, what is very after that, what is very active, that nothing look at it, yes, very close on the people. That is some of them like 2 other people. Oh, we know how to power the in here. Because in a part of when you go from the small way, they come to recommend you to that. Oh, what the people get out will tell us to the empire. Because everything I saw happening to tell completely. And so tell you completely. Hey, officially completely. So what tell us to let it put me what I need. Because every day they get you out, so everything they see me off. They are too much now. Your life. They see me off too much. So I'm going to say I will ask you.
Okay.
Because let me tell you, well, I was saying, what is that time they put there? What a minute that you find it down. It's happening in the market anyway to the hospital. In that year, and then we are poor when they go you want to get that you actually go for the party too. They get over Goya. A party too, but taking the go for a mix. So you want to hang Goya with the yeah, it's your life.
Okay.
Thank
you, mommy. Hello, how you doing?
Yeah. That's my Betty.
My Betty. I hear from you.
Yeah. That Baba won't ask. 2 years. You sorry, opportunity. You not know you want to get property, you want to do something in a room. Baby, why you wish? Why you don't? He die. He take care with you. Then what he already today? 2 years. And that make me 6 years. Then 2 years, he already 2 years. That 14 years. Yeah, Baba Kuru. You are going to kill you, you have to walk fast. Why you are waiting for? The people actually that the guy actually there. You don't know what you want to tell you along with it. So you can tell me why. You don't know people here, now the woman you are there. Now the woman you are there. You say, Baba, you're a job, you don't say. You have to have to start the country here. Please. Thank you, woman.
Thanks, mommy, for your contribution. Let me be on the closing. Yeah. Hello, how are you doing? Quickly. Hello.
Good evening, Evie.
Yeah, good evening. Quickly. Let's hear from you.
Yeah, this is Peter.
Yeah, please go ahead, Peter.
Yeah. Well, Evie, let me appreciate you for the conversation. When it comes to the issue of this copy of salary, it's something that one of my friends has been reaching out to me in the back. Like, many time when solar panels take place, somebody will say, oh, please help us to post for school, Facebook, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I'll stop posting for them because they all put on to where we are today.
Okay.
So, but many of them reaching out to me saying that every month they deposit money for the salary. It's something that is happening right now. The salary is now already involved, it's not coming on time, and then the government is deducting money from it. I don't know what's happening. I think why I need Josiah Joker. He needs to be careful because that is happening to everyone, not just one person. Right. Almost everyone that is working in the government.
You're right.
So it's hard to work on that. They got the government and they are intentionally doing that.
Okay.
And lastly, you see, I think the government should be ashamed of themselves. The reason there is that you have the current first lady. You also occupy that same office that is the previous first lady occupied. So one thing she used her influence to do the same thing that the previous first lady did, so that we can have more of those things in Nigeria. And rather coming out of clean ownership or something like that managed. But for us, we're not going to sit back. Like I said last time, we have been talking over and over and not taking action. But for this one, we got to know that this target is not just the first lady, or it is the president's president. We are targeting. So you have to be aware of that. And you have to talk to who is supported and give up the instruction to act on it. Thank you.
Thanks. Okay, so my friends in the building. Let me just try to share with you people some of the things we say and how we say them. Will not be pleasing to my friends in the building. We just want to tell you that all voters on the interest of this country. We talk. We just come, don't tell Katumbo Bwaka, don't tell Joseph Bwaka to stop some of these things and then focus on the development. They ought to do for this country. Because this country is for all of us. Whether you like it or not, there's so many things that you're not supposed to focus on. Whether you like it or not, I will not tell you how to bring people in this country. I will not teach you. You say you know everything. I will not teach you that. I will not tell you what to do. You say you know everything. So we are right here together. We say thanks to all of you for the time. Tomorrow the great team going to be back here. Sherry, Brown, Newton, Topa, Lee. All of them are going to be here. At which time we're going to have a great deal of weekend together. So folks, until we are back here.